Right, Rich.
Hello.
So, I've been a bit obsessed with Dexter recently.
Yeah, we all go through that period, don't we?
So, I figured we could write an episode of it.
I'm totally down.
We could slot it between season 2 and 3, so no Dokes and no Quinn. You've already got an idea for a villain.
A killer.
Yeah.
A monster of the week. So he's a cleaner. The Miami Metro don't know this at first. So they go into houses. There's been a string of killings. So when they go in, all the houses are really well cleaned and the walls are pretty and everything's nice. And they keep joking about, like, damn, a lot of people, like, they're living in the projects and all these houses are gorgeous. Like, the conceit kicks off when Deborah's interviewing someone. And then they go, is this Adrian's house? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, Adrian was a crackhead. He used to punch the drywall like it was closing in on him. I don't see a hole in this whole house.
Wait, so hang on. This killer is breaking in, killing people, and then like doing drywall.
Yeah, doing the drywall, painting it up, laying carpet.
Wouldn't that take multiple days?
Well, you never know.
Oh, maybe that's part of the thing. They can be like, he's able to hide in plain sight.
Yeah, and yeah, maybe it's something like it disgusts him when it's like dirty.
I think the first point of investigation would be to find out who's coming and going throughout the house.
Yeah,
for a day or two.
I think the easiest red herring is cleaning company is doing this. Like, so they think it's a smack bang and done. So they're like, well, obviously it's a cleaning company, like it's or like a refurb company. So they chase it down.
Maybe it's a maid service, and a car in the area belonged to a maid, so they think they've got a connection there.
Mm-hmm.
Can we have Dexter walking around the house doing his monologue?
Yeah, he's like, damn, why can't these come in after Cody and Esther's been on the sugar?
Okay.
Maybe before I catch him, he can come and clean my house. Okay, so anyway, Dexter doing that, and then he does the typical thing where he finds evidence and steals it so that he can kill him. I love the irony of this because Dexter's like, I catch predators who fall through the system, but then he willingly just withholds evidence. Numerous times that could easily send them down.
What evidence could he find?
So the police think it's someone hanging the people because they found them hanging, but maybe there's some discoloration around the neck, which actually means they're getting killed by an arson. You know, like a mustard gas mixture. You know, like with cleaning materials.
Right. This man's like proper keeping it on theme. Right, I'm called the cleaner, so I need to kill with chemicals.
Yeah, whereas the police think like he might be a construction worker because the plastering. Whereas Dexter instantly knows it's a person who like cleans. Because doesn't Dexter figure out like within 20 minutes who it is sometimes? And then like the whole episode is him stalking and then dealing with like some shit with Rita.
You know Robert Pattinson in the Batman when the police officers are stood around trying to solve riddles and he's already come up with the answer.
What is it? Isn't it because the riddle's like the most obvious one anyway?
Yeah, I can't remember what it is, but I couldn't take that movie seriously because I knew that there was a man in a batsuit hanging around going, I can't wait till they read out the riddle again so I can tell them the answer. But like, Dexter keeps it to himself, so he starts investigating cleaners.
Yeah, and then he finds people with a record. Maybe he's at home as well that same night, and the house is an absolute tip.
Oh, and do you reckon Rita's like, we should hire a maid?
Yeah, he's like, I've got an eye on once. I've got an eye on someone, and he hires the same charity, like the same company that they're going to be investigating, and then like next.
That's bringing a lot of danger to the house.
Oh yeah, but like Dexter's always done shit like that. I find. I think he's just like he gets a bit too gloaty, doesn't he? So Dexter like invites them in. So yeah, he books them the cleaning service mostly because he just wants the house to be clean.
I can imagine him like the cleaner comes around and he's like investigating the chemicals they've brought with them.
Yeah,
and
he's
asking
like
questions about it.
But Dexter just straight up go, one of the kids the other day, just put ammonia with that other chemical that makes mustard gas just to see what the reaction is on the dude. And he's like, yeah, that can happen. Him saying that to the cleaner makes him start hating the kids because he hates mess and he just keeps watching the kids make a mess. Like, like Cody paints the wall and like you can just see him like really get compulsively angry. And then Dexter's like, oh, sorry about that. And then the cleaner's like, it's fine.
Right.
Kids are kids.
He sensed some badness in this cleaner. He's like following the cleaner around asking him questions about cleaning and the cleaner's just freaked out like, God, you're really into cleaning supplies. He's
like, Dexter's like, I want to be a stay-at-home dad one day. And then the cleaner's like, cleaning is an art form. You do know that. You can't just pick it up. You can't just put a chemical with a chemical. You can't just wipe away a stain. The stain lives, my friend. Yes, cleaning. And then like he gets a phone call. And he's like, okay, I've got to go. So I'm going to have to escort you out the house. And he's like, cleaners work while you go away, my friend. And he's like, I'll be okay. I'd rather be here when you do. I want to learn. So then he goes in and there's been another killing. And then this way it confuses him. He's like, wait, how's there another killing if he's like, the cleaner's just been at the house?
I really like the idea that Dexter searched the database for people with cleaning jobs who had records, and then he found the company and called this one guy to his house, like, around his kids, like he knows his records.
Exactly. And he's like,
so he's like, it's not him.
Dexter's like, that guy was really weird. What if Deb comes in and goes, you want to see my house? And he's like, what do you mean? Like, because Deb's proper messy, isn't she? What if, like, he has to stalk out Deb's and then the cleaner turns up?
What, the actual killer rather than the bloke that he was freaking out?
No, the actual cleaner. The cleaner, he's like, oh, it is the cleaner. It must be the cleaner. So then he's in his, like, kill suit and he's made sure Deb is out. And he goes in and the cleaner isn't doing anything bad. He's just scrubbing stains down going, I can't believe that bitch. Proper sexist shit. Like, proper, like, oh, messy stains on the world. And then Dexter realizes he's just a harmless old, like, angry
he's
person.
just a weirdo, right?
Yeah. And he's like, and then Dexter figures out, turns out that the cleaner has a partner who gets really angry at the cleaner's life because he brings his work home. Right. He brings his work home and like fumes and just goes, everyone's so messy.
Right.
And then an alarm goes off and it's like, the kid, and he runs home.
This is kind of sweet because that means it's a love story.
Yeah. So he goes home and basically it turned out it was the cleaner's partner the whole time because he was sick of them bringing her home and he wanted to get rid of the stress. So he gets home and he just catches the actual killer about to go and wrap up the kids, basically, and wrap up Rita.
What? That's huge. Wait,
I know.
He brought that on himself.
Yeah, and that's when he's like, fuck, I just like nearly killed my family. And it's actually really dark because then obviously like within 2 more seasons that shit happens.
Yeah. Now, Rich, we've got something to announce.
We have. I've been building up to this moment for all my life.
Should we do the SpongeBob intro? No. There we go. Do you want to tell them what we're doing next?
We are doing clearing my throat because that's what all the important speeches do.
Yeah.
ECU, Dexter Cinematic Universe. You get to see all your favorite Dexters in one place.
Yeah.
Posh Dexter, Original Sin Dexter, Big Wig Dexter, Debster, who is Dexter plus Debs, all the faves.
This is in response to Showtime constantly commissioning new series and spin-offs.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a multiverse where a bunch of different Dexters. It's going to be very different tone.
Yeah, and stupid, silly tone.